Hi everyone, and welcome to the CIS101 video tutorial series. The first video in our series is going to be looking at Visual Studio Code, a text editor that lets you both edit and execute Python programs on your local machine. Visual Studio Code is free to download and is available for both Mac and Windows. When you open up Visual Studio Code, this is the screen that you'll see. On the left-hand side, you have a Start menu that lets you create a new file or open a folder on your directory. And it also shows you the most recent 5 folders that you've opened with Visual Studio Code. For the purpose of this video, let's create a new file from scratch. There are 3 ways that you can do this. You can press New File under the Start menu. You can go to the File menu and press New File there, or you can use the shortcut Command-N to create a new file. Let's use the Start menu and create a new file from there. When you create a new file in Visual Studio Code, it gives you a temporary file name. In order for Visual Studio Code to recognize that we are writing and executing Python programs, we must save a file with a .py extension. You can do this by going to File, Save, or by pressing Command-S. I'm going to go ahead and save this to a folder that I have called CIS101, and we are going to name this start.py. The .py extension tells Visual Studio Code that we are writing in Python. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Now you can see in the bottom left that Visual Studio Code has identified that we are writing in Python, and when we execute this program, it will be using the Python 3.7.4 version of the CPython interpreter. You will also see that in the top right-hand corner, a green play button appears. When you hover over this green play button, you'll see that the tooltip says Run Python File in Terminal. Visual Studio Code lets us execute the Python programs directly inside of the Visual Studio window. To demonstrate this, let's go ahead and print hello world. I'm going to write out print hello world. And I'm going to save this file by pressing Command-S. Now, if I want to execute this file, I can go to the top right-hand corner and press the green play button. You can see that a bottom terminal has opened up, and this bottom terminal is expandable, and you can also minimize it like that. You can create new Python terminals by pressing the plus sign. You can erase a Python terminal session by pressing the garbage sign. And you can also clear a session by writing out clear and pressing enter in your terminal. You have now set up Visual Studio Code to understand that you're writing in Python. You have now learned how to save and execute your Python file. And in the next video tutorial series, we're going to jump into different programming techniques like if statements and for loops and how to use those correctly in the Python programming language.